Hi friends, this is Mainak Misra and welcome back to my channel. Hope during this corona pandemic time you and your family members are doing absolutely great. That's the prayer and I repeat the same prayer every time. That is the most important thing. Please take care of yourself and your family members. Today I will be discussing with you about an Iranian film by none other than Abbas Kiarostami, and the film is 10. Abbas Kiarostami's 10 portrays the plight and struggle of modern Iranian women. Abbas Kiarostami's films generally deal with serious issues like life, death, afterlife, spirituality, suicide, etc., and represent the lives and culture of ordinary Iranians. His films are replete with the enormous natural beauty of rural Iran. However, in this film, his heart goes out to the plight and struggle of the Iranian women. His heart goes out to the hardships of Iranian women. And he revolts strongly against the Iranian government and clerics to support the Iranian women and strong opposition against the miseries of the Iranian women. 10 portrays important issues like divorce, prostitution, and breakup. Now I will discuss with you about the film. As the name suggests, 10 is divided into 10 parts. In each part, an unchanging female driver engages in conversations with different passengers inside her car while driving through the streets of Tehran. Her passengers are her sister, her son, a prostitute, an unmarried lady, and a religious woman. In the first scene, she picks up her son and drives him to a pool. As the conversation goes, it is revealed that the boy is not able to accept the divorce of his parents. He is not happy at all. He accuses his mother of falsely labeling his father as a drug addict. He says to his mother, the driver, that you are not a good mother and you are a selfish woman. Nothing in this world is as painful as a mother watching her son end up hating her. It is so painful. And he is so agitated that he leaves the car midway. In the second scene, the driver is driving to a bakery shop with her sister to buy a birthday cake for her husband Murtaza's 39th birthday. And her sister also reveals that her son behaves the same way as the driver's son. She says that nowadays the children have lot of expectations on their parents. And the driver suggests, the sister suggests the driver that please keep your son with your husband, because he is growing up, and at this stage he should be with his father. In the third scene, the driver picks up a religious woman just after her prayer at a mausoleum. The religious woman says that she lost both her son and her husband, and she prays there 3 times a day for them. She has sacrificed or sold everything, whatever she had, for the sake of underprivileged people. She requests the driver to pray there, but at that moment the driver doesn't pray there. She drives off. In the fourth part, the driver takes a prostitute into her car, and the prostitute says that a marriage is nothing but merely a transaction between a man and a woman, where the man enjoys the woman in exchange for running the family and bearing the expenses of that woman. She says that women are foolish enough to cling to men. She has personally seen that her clients visit her despite having wives at home. And then she gets off the car, crosses the street, and gets into another car with another client. And her journey continues. In the fifth part of the film, the driver picks up an unmarried girl, a beautiful unmarried girl, and she has just started visiting the mausoleum with the hope that her lover will marry her one day. In the sixth part, the driver picks up her son from her husband and takes permission to give her son overnight. In the seventh part of the film, her sister is heartbroken because her husband has left her after 7 years of marriage, and she is devastated. The driver consoles her and repeats the same sentences of the prostitute, that do not cling to men, maybe your husband. The life will continue. In the eighth part of the film, there is a conversation between the driver and her son about the remarriage of the driver's husband. And her son says that the stepmother will be better than his mother. He says that she will cook meal for them every day. So the driver says that everything for you and your father comes down to merely food items. In the ninth part of the film, we see the heartbroken unmarried lady who appeared in the fifth part. Her boyfriend has left her and her eyes are filled with water. She is crying but wearing a very gentle smile. She is so heartbroken that she has got her head shaved. And the driver is very surprised to see that she has got her head shaved. In the 10th part, it's a shortest. The driver picks up her son. So that is the storyline of the film. But this film deals with very serious issues. The film stands strongly against the miseries of Iranian women. When a particular section of society suffers, a true artist cannot keep quiet. He revolts through his artistic medium. And that's what Abbas Kiarostami did. He stands strongly against the miseries of Iranian women. His heart always, if you see in this film, his heart always goes out to the Iranian women. You know, the situation is so bad that a lady, a woman, cannot get divorce on a mutual basis. She has to lie and she has to get an excuse, a false accusation that her husband is a drug addict to have her divorce plea granted. And that's what Abbas Kiarostami has shown through his film. Even her son is hating her. He also got modeled by the society that he believes his family members, his father, and he doesn't believe his mother. It is very, very heartbreaking. 10 also shows the vulnerability of Iranian women. Both the prostitute, both the unmarried lady and the driver's sister are heartbroken after their separation from their partners. They value relationships. They want to stick to their partners. But the separation is coming from the men. You know, they're very devastated. If you see the scenes, you know, they are crying, incessantly. Even the unmarried lady has got her head shaved. They value their relationships, but the men do not want to stay with them. 10 also shows a heartbreaking conversation between the prostitute and the driver. The prostitute says that marriage is nothing but merely a transaction where a man uses a woman for physical relation to enjoy her, and then he just bears the expenses of that woman. It is the most important thing that the prostitute is not wrong. She is right. That is the situation of the women in modern Iran. But one thing I will tell you, that 10 is not an anti-religious film, an anti-Islam film. Abbas Kiarostami never takes a stand against Islam. He has shown in 10 that the religious woman has sacrificed everything, has sold everything for the sake of underprivileged people. She prays there in the mausoleum 3 times a day. So 10 is not at all an anti-Islam film. As a true artist, Kiarostami just portrays the plight and sufferings of the Iranian women. That's it. He never takes a stand against Islam in any of his films. So 10 is not at all an anti-Islam film. And there are other, styles of filmmaking in 10 as well. It is not a typical Kiarostami film where you see, the enormous natural beauty of Iranian rural landscape, the zigzag roads, the ordinary Iranian people. Kiarostami, I think you know his styles. But there is a very important style here that 10 was shot with 2 stationary mounted digital cameras inside the car. And Kiarostami was not present in the car. He gave directions and the actors drove across the streets of Tehran. He has proved and shown that a world-class film can be made without the presence of the director during the filming process. And Kiarostami feels that this type of filmmaking enhances the quality of the performances because the actors are not getting the pressure from the director. So they are free. It is more like they are representing life than acting. It is this film matches with other Kiarostami films that he used mostly non-professional actors. Apart from Mania Akbari, almost all the actors are non-professional. Mania Akbari, delivered a very sensitive and brilliant performance. Her son in the film is her real-life son, Amin Meher. And he was very lively, natural, fresh, free, very free and natural performance from Amin Meher. 10 is a story of a docu-fiction. Though it has the shape of a documentary, it is actually a fictional work. Means all the Kiarostami wrote the parts and the screenplay. So it is a work of fiction, but it has the shape of a documentary. Kiarostami used visual distancing method. That means you can hear the voice, the audio, but you cannot see sometimes the characters on the screen. He used the same technique in multiple films. 10 was shot where the conversations unfold inside the car, like many of Kiarostami's films. 10 was nominated to fight for the Palme d'Or in 2002 Cannes Film Festival and received widespread critical acclaim over time across the world. I'm sure that you have seen 10, and if you have not, please see this. Please support my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment. Press the bell icon so that you do not miss regular updates. And please support me, until I make the next video. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you and bye.